Okay, this short video tutorial is a quick run through of last year's paper for modules, which is paper 2, sections 1, 2 and 3. You have 5 minutes reading time and 2 hours of writing, so it's very important that in that 5 minutes you ignore all of the other questions that are in each section that don't apply to us. So you've got 12 pages of section 1. Let's have a look at getting quickly to our question. So section 1, module 8, experience through language. 20 marks, attempt either question 1 or question 2. Allow about 40 minutes for this section. So you know that we didn't do question 1, elective 1, distinctive voices, so you ignore all of these pages that are on distinctive voices because our module A is distinctively visual. So you don't even bother reading them, they have nothing to do with us. You just keep flick, flick, flick until you get to the end of question 1. Question 2, elective 2, distinctively visual, that's our module. So the other class did option A, which was Henry Lawson and the short stories. That's their question that if you're in my class, you ignore. Option B, prose fiction, Vertigo, that is by Amanda Laurie. This is our question. So page 9, you can stop and contemplate more deeply within that 5 minutes. So the question last year was analyse how experiences and attitudes are conveyed by the use of distinctive images in the texts you have studied. In your response, make detailed reference to your prescribed text, including the extract provided below and one other related text. So your response will be an analysis of this passage, relating this passage to the rest of the novella, linking it back to the question, and drawing in your related text. So once you reach the bold font that has our text, that's where you focus. So then more to ignore. We're ignoring. Question 2. So all of these are irrelevant to us. End of question 2. Section 2. Module B, close study of text. Same deal again. We've got from questions 3 to 8. Only one of these questions applies to us. Question 3 is not prose fiction because we've already done it in section 1. Drama, not relevant to us because we're going to do it in the final section of the paper. And finally, poetry. This is our module B. We didn't do option A, so ignore it. We did option B, Wilfred Owen, war poems and others. So the question is, explain how Wilfred Owen's poetry invites us into a different world and broadens our understanding of human experience. In your response, make detailed reference to at least 2 of the poems set for study. So at least means 2 in depth and at the very minimum 1 in reference to those 2 in depth. So more questions to ignore until we get to section 3, module C, texts and society. Again, you're answering either question 9 or question 10. And in this case, question 9 is exploring interactions. That wasn't our elective, so we ignore all of those until we get to question 10, elective 2, exploring transitions, which is ours. So it's very important to have the keywords of each module in mind when you're going through this really bulky paper looking for your 3 questions. So with elective 2, exploring transitions, how do the texts you have studied explore the transition of individuals into new phases of life and new social contexts? In your response, make close reference to your prescribed text and at least one other related text of your own choosing. So when you're looking at the prescribed texts, you know it's not going to be prose fiction because you did that in section 1. It's not going to be poetry because you did that in section 2. It is going to be Willie Russell's Educating Rita for drama, and that's our final component of paper 2. When you're looking at non-fiction film, these are the components that we chose for area of study. So basically every school has to create a program of study that includes prose fiction, drama, poetry, and non-fiction or film. So this non-fiction film was part of our area of study, and prose fiction, drama, and poetry are our paper 2 components. End of paper. Time to celebrate. Very briefly before going into an ongoing study program. I will keep posting tonight, and I've already had a couple of emails, so if you need to email me over the next hour or 2, put something on the email that you'd like me to cover and I'll cover it. So thanks for your efforts so far. Let's make it count tomorrow.